Hey, good evening. Welcome in. Hey Luna, nice to see you. So we're going to be having a little bit of a special impromptu stream tonight. I've been given a review code for an unreleased game on Steam called Candylands Journey. I played a little bit of it early today. I really like it. It's got a really good art style. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Mega Man X platforming, with a little bit of a bubble on the way you take out the enemies. Really good pixel art, really good soundtrack. Lots of places to explore in the levels. So far, I like it. We're going to go ahead and do a fresh start now that I know how to play. And yeah, so thanks to Uncle Frost Publishing and SpellPie for reaching out to me with a review copy. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much. All right, just to make sure. How's the audio coming through? Does it sound pretty good? Need to have it up a little bit louder than usual for this, since it's a review. Nice, nice. And you can hear the game? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, this music is banging. You know what? Hold on a second. Chat, wait till you see the checkpoints in this. You're absolutely gonna love it. And the noises that the monsters make when you take them out. Like this is very much Super Nintendo coded. Alright, chat, you ready for this? You ready? The checkpoint purrs. And you can't feel it obviously over here, chat, but when the cat purrs, it vibrates. Hello, Mike. Good to see you. Welcome in. We're checking out Candyland Journeys. The developer sent me a key, and it's a really cozy game so far. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so far people have had different impressions. You got Sonic and Mario. I said, and Cheeselord said that it reminds us a little bit of the platforming from Mega Man X, because there's different powers that you get. Also, if you're familiar with Bubble Bobble, it's totally how you take out the enemies in this. You literally put them in a bubble. So, like, I'll show you real quick. Also, I missed the emerald somewhere. Oh, hold on a sec. Also, you get hats, and the hats do different things. Yeah, I know it's somewhere. There it is. Yeah, see? Bubble Bubble. Right? It's just, it's a total vibe. Everything's just really well done so far. Up at the top of chat, I pinned the link to it so that you can wishlist it on Steam. Whoops. Gotta go back so that we can go up. Yeah, no problem, enjoy your lurk. Alright chat, here we go. Another purring checkpoint. Everything here real quick. Okay. Yeah, another thing it has is really good parallax scrolling in the background. Like, I absolutely love that. And then the layer with the leaves, the animated leaves in the wind. So chat, so far I've found that you can't drown, so that's a good thing. Though there's definitely things in the water in certain places that will kill you, so you gotta be careful with the enemies. So you do have to be careful because when you blow that up, you can take damage. So I won't be able to take those out until I have a certain 1 power later. And you can revisit levels, so if there's something that you missed, you can go back later on. Alright, so the shop is kind of convoluted. Some of the feedback that I would be given to the developer, if you're listening to this or watching this, is could you streamline the shop a little bit? So to take an example of one of my favorite games, Dead Cells, they have a shop where you go in there, and there's a creature that you can talk to, a shopkeeper, and then you have your items that you can buy laid out, and each one has a description. In here, I like how you have kind of a level set up for the academy in the shop. However, each thing just has a price, and you don't know what it is until you buy it. And that goes for the same down here. And I feel like that would really, really confuse the player. And if a player doesn't know what they're spending their gems on that they've earned in the game, that might lead them to get frustrated and quit the game early, and we don't want that. So, just a little bit of feedback. Fortunately, I have bought a couple things, so I know what they are. This is Star Power. This is Moon Power for your wand. This is Ice, and this is Fire. So I'm going to start with Ice, so I can go back and get the puzzle. Yeah, exactly. I love the pixel art. I love the layout. I like that the shop has a whole bunch of stuff. But I feel like it's really unnecessary to have to jump around platforms and walk in front of things to buy them when they can all just be in like a cool little medieval magic style shop that you can interact with. Because even the stuff down here, which are hats, unless you've gotten a hat already, you wouldn't know what it does. And so far in my time playing, and full disclosure chat, I've made it to the first boss already before. I have had no criticisms outside of that. Alright, now we should be able to get the puzzle piece. but we'll just blow through this real quick. Heck yeah. Ah, I see. So the Viking helmet lets you break blocks kind of like Mario, and also protects you from things above you. So that's cool. Oh yeah, I gotta go back and get that. I like how the guy that I froze is still frozen there. Alright, let's go get the gem I missed so that we can move on. So I want to say that the puzzle piece is either on this screen, or it might be on the actual next level. Either way, we found ourselves a second secret. And it looks like secrets can be repeated, so that's cool. Yeah, it's on the next level, but still, we found a new secret, so that's cool. Here's the spot I was looking for, chat. So the other one that I saw being used a lot is this one, and it requires 15, so we'll save up for that one. Oops. So far, this is my favorite level that I've been to. The soundtrack on this level is phenomenal. And well, it's spooky, so I'm a little biased. So the more that I play this, the more I get heavy vibes of like those early PC DOS platformers that were made by Apogee. Things like Halloween Harry or there's one like Magic something. And it really reminds me of those. I used to play those when I was a kid. A lot with my uncle when I stayed over at my grandma's. You used to be able to get them on like shareware discs and stuff. So something really cool here is that they make use of enemies in the background layer of the level. And you absolutely can get hit by them. So see, I need fire to get that. So we'll definitely get fire this time. So I am really curious what this does. I feel like we should stick to wands though. So chat, This is mostly an underwater level, and so there won't be any cats for checkpoints, but wait till you see what the checkpoint is. Dolphins. So the platforming feels really good. You have full control while you're in the air. If you hold run while you're underwater, you can move faster. The jumping feels good too. All right, chat. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a break, but really quick, I'm going to go ahead and throw some thoughts out there. So, definitely getting the retro vibe. Definitely getting the Super Nintendo vibe. Parallax scrolling, the animated backgrounds, the sprite work, the sound effects, all very Super Nintendo coded. Everything's well done. Lots of places to discover little secrets, reasons to go back. The different wand powers in order to break down certain areas is very Metroidvania-like, but not too heavy on it. This is more of a platformer and less of a Metroidvania. Again, we talked about the shop. I would definitely think about reworking the shop maybe down in a patch down the line after you release, or maybe delay it a little bit if you have to for release in order to do that, because I think a lot of players will get turned off by the fact that they don't know what things do and they don't know where to go. Most games like this, they have just a shop you go into, you pick the item, it has a description, there you go. Music, phenomenal. Really, it's a really solid game so far. I really like what you guys have created. I picked it because of the pixel art, to be honest, guys. Like, it caught my eye in the campaign, and I was like, okay, so it's got an interesting name. It's either going to be a kid's game or it's going to be a really cool, like, retro platformer. And it's definitely a really cool retro platformer. Anyways, chat, time for stretchies, pee break, whatever. Grab something to drink, stay hydrated. I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. All right, and we're back. Pretty excited to check this out. So, for those of you who just joined us here, I am taking a look at Candylands Journey. It is a unreleased game on Steam. I have pinned the link to wishlist it up in chat. The key was provided to me free of charge by the developer, SpellPie, and the publisher, Uncle Frost. Thank you for sending that review key my way. Yeah, it's a total vibe already. We talked about it a bit in chat, but the art is really good, the sound effects is really good, and it feels like a solid retro, like Super Nintendo platform. So chat, if you guys remember playing the original Super Mario Brothers in level 1-2 where you break the brick to go up and over the level to the warp zone, this is going to give you some flashbacks. Actually, I think auto run is a bad idea. Let's turn that off. All right, have a good night. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, developer. So, I have another little bit of feedback to add. So with the necromancers and the projectiles that they shoot out, the skulls, seems like no matter what I do, I can't get away from them and they always hit me. So I'm not sure if that's by design or if it's just an issue with the hitbox being too big. But maybe we could tone down being hit by the necromancers so much. Alright, chat, here we go. We have the first boss fight, and this is where after I beat it, this is where I ended the demo on the stream. So we're going to be going past this today. Yep, bubbles. That's your main attack. It's like bubbles, like straight out of Bubble Bobble. And you have ice, fire, moon, and star. Various hats. Let's see what this does. The defense hat, nice. Alright, so I've had enough encounters with the Necromancer projectiles to say that having a projectile that follows you around the entire map, even after the enemy that originally shot it, while could be fun, seems kind of off. Most projectiles, when fired, can either be destroyed by the character's weapon, avoided until they vanish, or there's just a general decay. This projectile seems to have an infinite aggro range and does not disappear. Something that you might want to look into. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's different if it's like a giant skull that shows up midway through the level and starts to chase you until you get to a certain point where you escape. That's a setup. That's intentional. But to have an enemy fire a projectile that chases you around the entire map with no decay on the projectile itself, an aggro reduction, or the projectile just vanishes once the enemy dies, that doesn't really make much sense. So I will say one thing here. I definitely recommend this game if you are a fan of retro platformers, Super Nintendo type games, NES games like Sonic the Hedgehog or Mega Man, Super Mario Brothers, uh, Dynamite Heady, Ristar, you know, those classic platformers. Jazz Jackrabbit, Jill of the Jungle. things like that from back in the day. It's got a real vibe. Now, one thing that you might have a problem with is there's a lot of parallax scrolling and motion in the background. And what I'm noticing is back in the day on CRT televisions, that's the interlacing between the frames of motion weren't as noticeable. But in modern televisions and monitors with high refresh rates, it's very noticeable. So if you have a high refresh rate monitor like myself, you might be subject to motion sickness with these backgrounds. I've had to take frequent short breaks while I'm playing because I have felt a little motion sickness, and I normally do not get motion sickness on platformers. So yes, I definitely recommend this game when it comes out. Give it a wish list. With the caveat that if you suffer from motion sickness, I would weigh whether it's worth it or not for you. Developer, with that said, because there is a potential for motion sickness regarding the paradox scrolling in the background, the motion, you might want to include an option where you can actually turn that off, specifically like where we're at right now at the level completed screen, things like that. And give the user an option to turn those off at the cost of a little bit less of the effects. Another thing that would be a really good idea is having a demo of, say, like the first couple of levels so that they can find out not only if they like the game, but if they're able to play it without the motion sickness. This is the only thing that I'm running into right now that could be an actual issue. Oh, this music track is good already. So I will definitely say this to the devs. Whoever you got to do the soundtrack for your game is absolutely wonderful at what they do. You definitely got to be careful with the enemies that are in the background layer. They're really hard to see. They blend in with the water. I actually like the challenge, and I think a lot of other people would as well. But I'm definitely running them into them more than I should. So if that's intentional, developer, well played. I don't know if you notice this, chat, but when we're underwater, the character stress has the animation as if it was being pushed up by the weight of the water, or the lack of weight. I think that's really cool. I'm definitely definitely liking the music. It's really good. Honestly, guys, I could easily see somebody paying 10, 15 bucks for this. It's really well done. So we want to go down. Why isn't it going down? Also, Mindless Mike, thank you for contributing to the game challenge. Definitely a hat made out of rock. Yeah. Except now I don't know how to get back up. Did we just soft walk? Oh wait, no, there's a mushroom right there. There we go. Okay, where do I go? Stop it! We want up. Then we want over. Then we want down. Over. Down. Alright, we're gonna totally see what this does. Rabbit power. Wait, what? So rabbit power literally spawns rabbits out of the wand. Okay, that is adorable. That is cute. And I will be right back, chat. And we're back. Heck yes, I have the power of killer bunnies. I like the bunny power a lot. It's fun. We gotta find a key. So, it's gotta be this way. We're gonna skip the ad break. I have a couple skips, so. All right, Chad. I'm getting tired, so I think we're gonna call it here. We're definitely gonna go ahead and continue this until we finish it. But for now, we'll leave off here. So is it fun? Yeah, absolutely. Um, there's a little bit of decent challenge in the later levels, but for the most part, it maintains a consistent difficulty. The boss fight was okay. I felt like it was a little bit spongy. And the bouncy mushrooms made it seem like you were supposed to bounce over her to dodge her when that isn't the fact. We spoke about the projectiles needing a decay or an aggro range. The gem puzzles where you hit the different colors. I enjoyed them for a while, but as time went on, I just started to skip them more and more. So the fact that they are optional is a good thing. So please don't make them required to continue later on down the line. Yeah, overall, I think this is definitely a solid good 7 or 8 out of 10 right now. I'd be willing to pay 10, 15 bucks for it on Steam. And I definitely see myself wanting to finish it to see where it goes. There doesn't seem to be much of a story. It's just a nice, good old-fashioned, classic 2D platformer, you know, with collectibles and secrets and stuff to explore. So yeah, it's really nice. I put the link up in chat, pinned it to the top if you want to wishlist it. And again, thanks to Uncle Frost Publishing and SpellPie for reaching out to me with a review copy. I will definitely stream this tomorrow and finish it. And yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out and checking this out with me.